When you think of the most depressing anime that you've ever seen, it might be easy to imagine blood, guts, obvious suffering. It's easy to think that the good guys lose, the bad guys win, or perhaps simply that the bad guys win enough that it doesn't feel like the good guys won enough. Something like Neon Genesis Evangelion or something like that. But the series I'm talking about right now is called Texhnolyze. Texhnolyze is a series from the early 2000s, very similar to the series called Serial Experiments Lane. These two series are very intertwined in a certain thought process of where humanity will go. But they're not exactly the same. Whereas in Lane, the possibilities are endless for where things could lead, even if they're being held back in some regards. In Texhnolyze, the infinite potential of humanity has failed. Humanity has fallen to its basic instincts. We're not talking about Stone Age or Bronze Age types of stuff here. We're talking on a level of morality, religion, and even something as basic as the individual goal of every single person who lives. Texhnolyze takes place in an underground city. It looks like things could only go up from here. You don't even see a semblance of government for a large portion of the series until you realize the government is practically a simple Yakuza gang of a sort. As horribly depressing as this city appears to be, this is the last hope of humanity. You see, as the series goes on, and its slow building, larger narrative is revealed, you wonder what could be motivating them, especially the main character, somebody who's practically devoid of any real goal other than following his most basic instincts. But there is a man that he follows, or at least does as he says, who does have a goal that we completely can't even imagine. But even with the main character following his basic instincts, he sees this man and instinctively wants to follow him because he knows that's the direction where things could get better rather than living moment to moment. The series starts off quite in the middle of a lot of large events. There's a terrorist that you follow from the very beginning. You get hints and pieces of where he's coming from and what motivates him. But even once you get to the end of his story, you still don't understand. Was he just crazy? Was he just insane? Did he just enjoy killing people? What could drive a man to this level of violence, yet retain complete sanity? By the halfway point in the series, you just want to learn more and more and more. And you will. You will. The Doctor's simple goal is to improve humanity through Texhnolization. Texhnolization is the process of attaching robotic body parts to people in order to improve or fix their lives. But you have to wonder, why is she so engrossed in this idea when we don't see many people who require it beyond the random loss of limb? But as you go through the series, it's very clear she wants Texhnolization to lead humanity to a better future. In some way, even if it is perhaps questionable. She wants to improve human life, prolong it, fight back against entropy, no matter how unavoidable it might feel. Texhnolization is not quite the most important thing in the whole series, but it represents something. As I said, it represents hope. It doesn't really matter what that hope was. The point was that it was a possibility for improvement, a representation of technology, of human intelligence, of the drive for humanity to get better.